toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. Pitt lined up ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wisconsin's offense will have the football first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big thumb? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Now improvising. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Badger! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. He's got it, and he can go with it. So Pittsburgh's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
He has the first and still on his feet. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Davis will throw. Bring in the heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Quarterback extends the play. He'll try to do it himself. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Runs through the tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for three. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Field goal is good. The lead is down to a field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Already showing signs of a slugfest as they try to build on this 6-3 lead. The give on the inside. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Slithers into space. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas will be proud. Just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Badgers are threatening on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board.
Number 49 on the field goal.
He splits the uprights. The lead is 6 in the first. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Davis looking to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Picked off. What a way to set him up. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Catch in the middle. It's Scott. There he goes. The tag. Touchdown, Pitt. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Norton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Got a man. It's good.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Crosses the 30. He's got away.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Hauls it in. He is stopped well short of the 1st down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the maize and blue can hang with any of the teams of the past, and remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. On the run, it's gone. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Got it behind the line. It's Goff. Still on his feet at the 35. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. He wants to change this route. Davis will throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call it.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Selden. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
Looking for the 1st down. Pitt comes to the line on 4th. He wants to throw it. Dances away. Gets away from 1. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner goes down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now they'll run the draw. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming.
Coming up, 4th down.
The Badgers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you want to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offense...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the tailback. Makes a man miss. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in the third down situation, knowing exactly where the first down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
Got his man on the right. And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the...
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the win.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And that one will put him up here in the second half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Quarterback making checks. Davis will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Selden. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Panthers have their whole playbook open here on second. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Now adjusting. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Going to swing it on second down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Here comes the heat. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The run to the right. Finding an escape route. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll go to the ground. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I just love when running backs make those decisions. And when they get close to the sideline, some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit. But I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill, get some positive yards because it helps your offense on the next down.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They get to him as he throws. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Might as well stick with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Gets it past the marker. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Quick timeout by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Davis looking to pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's gone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Davis will throw. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games.